So welcome. This is part of our Founders Week, Founders Day, the 131st birthday of the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. We have had several different names during those 131 years, but for the last 48, it's been University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. I want to thank you for coming and being a part of this. I also want to tell you this is a privilege to serve as chancellor of this great university. And it's a family affair. I owe a lot to my wife, Dr. Dominique Bellinger, who is teaching right now and couldn't be here. But I couldn't do this without her. And what a great venue. The new residence hall behind me will have 600 beds, food options, a branch of the UTC bookstore. There'll be tours after my talk. Underneath us, there are 2 decks of parking with over 600 parking places, something we need. Our new tennis center is to your right, which you can't see, but there's 6 new tennis courts over there, which will have some grandstands, locker room. And as I get going today, I would like to dedicate this State of the University address to an alum who's a near and dear friend of this entire university community and of Chattanooga, Mr. James Bucky Wofford. He defines what it means to be a Mock. And he passed away September 1st, but his spirit is here with us, and it's something that I will feel each and every day. UTC is focused on student success and community connections. We're a dynamic institution defining the role and executing the mission of a regional comprehensive university. Our focus is on adding value and achieving excellence. This is a time of revolutionary, incredible change in higher education in Tennessee and nationally. We embrace reforms and advances such as the Tennessee Promise and Reconnect that make higher education more accessible to the people of Tennessee. We're on solid footing and part of a strong university system, the University of Tennessee. All of our success indicators are on the upswing. And now is the time for us to decide where we go from here. And as we chart our course forward, the questions for us to address are simple and yet complex. Who are we? What distinguishes us? And what defines a UTC education? For the State of the University in 2017, I believe the challenge is for us, students, faculty, staff, and community, to thoroughly explore active and collaborative learning as a fundamental set of activities that cut across all we do and give depth and meaning to a UTC education. Indeed, I believe that is what already defines a UTC education. So our purpose here today is to begin a strategic discussion on collaborative approaches to improve student learning outcomes and success. Today will be a call to arms, the beginning of the discussion and development of an action plan. But first, I want to look at where we are. Enrollment is up, our housing is full. We probably could have filled the dorm behind me if it had been open. Our 14th day enrollment headcount is 11,586 students. Our graduate enrollment was up 3.5% to 1,411, and graduate FTE increased 8.1%. Overall, a little over a 0.5% increase in enrollment on campus. Our students, faculty, and staff are receiving awards and having huge impact on our campus, our community, and their academic fields. Our progress as a university is clearly tied to our campus-wide focus on student success. Our 6-year graduation rate is up 9.2% from 2009 to 2015 to 60%. Retention of fall 2016 freshmen to return to a 4-year university in their sophomore year was 85%. We have a strategic plan year 2 update that is here that you could have, a brochure. We also have a strategic plan website with a dashboard that will give you some of the metrics that we're monitoring as part of the implementation of our strategic plan. So why do active and collaborative student learning matter? Why do I want to talk about this? It matters because student learning defines UTC. It matters because this is who we are. We educate students to be prepared citizens of our society, not just to master the content of an academic major. It matters because we are a liberal arts institution. And at our core and in our heart, we are a liberal arts institution. Our strategic plan calls for harnessing our collective willpower and brain power to find solutions to everyday problems and lays the groundwork for stronger relations between campus and community. The state of the university is strong and vibrant. Founders Day 2017, our energy is directed towards expanding and institutionalizing comprehensive and collaborative learning that provide the practical experience as well as multicultural understanding that our students need to be engaged citizens of our society. Goal 1A of our strategic plan states, all undergraduates will complete an internship, practica, service project, research project, senior's capstone, honors thesis, or international experience. Our challenge is to operationalize our plan and particularly this goal. As we plotted our course forward, we've looked at other institutions, organizations, and our community to see what can we learn as we implement our plan. Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis, IUPUI as it's fondly known, says an engaged campus is one where students, faculty, staff, alumni, and community relationships enrich life and learning, help address social issues, and spur the economy. The American Association of Colleges and Universities said that innovation and entrepreneurial approaches to problem solving are the future of academia and student learning. I've also looked at our community and the environment in Chattanooga that encourages entrepreneurs to take the leap of faith to start a new business. Entrepreneurs are willing to fail. They're willing to learn from what does not work. An entrepreneurial approach to student success is having more than the right answer on a test. It's an appreciation of the personal growth that comes from engaging, inquiring, and applying shared knowledge. For the State of the University 2017, I want to challenge us as a campus to seize the opportunities before us. Yes, this campus deserves a great work, pat on the back. Everyone has done an incredible job. But now is not the time to rest on our laurels. Now is the time for action and hard work. Our opportunity is to drive student preparation from being considered good to being known as great. Great in that students who graduate from UTC are ready to apply their learning and knowledge in whatever field they choose. James C. Collins, an author and business consultant, said, "Greatness is not a function of circumstance. Greatness is largely a matter of conscious choice and discipline." I believe as a campus community, we're ready for a new, challenging strategic discussion on collaborative learning and approaches to improve student preparation, learning outcomes, and success. Our job is to ensure every aspect of our existence moves us on a path that many of our campus have long embraced: active and cooperative learning experiences, a total focus on student learning in the classroom, of course, but also in housing, student organizations, scholarship, in performances, research, athletics, in volunteering within our community, in internships, in every aspect of life related to our campus. We take the extra time to engage students in applying classroom knowledge to real-world situations. In effect, this is goal 1A of our strategic plan. It's at the heart of a UTC education. This is not new. This is the UTC difference. On our campus, there are colleges, departments, and faculty that have implemented collaborative learning by doing models. For example, Cooper Tom, a chemical engineering major, went to Japan to work in nanotechnology and develop stem cells in real-world applications. Matt Joplin applied his chemical engineering skills during an internship with SpaceX. Students in the SMILE Fund, working with Professor Hunter Holhauser, and local finance professionals manage over $250,000 of UTC Foundation endowment funds. For a UTC student, the most significant impact is graduating with a portfolio of work that shares real-world experiences, highlights hands-on preparation for a career, and shows they are prepared to be a productive member of society. When a UTC graduate is asked if collaborative learning experiences made a difference, my hope is the response will be absolutely yes. They were encouraged to explore areas that are less defined than in a traditional classroom lecture. Internships, community projects, teamwork added meaning and context, and a greater depth of knowledge and skills to their UTC degree, and built a strong and lasting bond with our faculty. Our Honors and Innovation program is an example of collaborative student learning. Students do 15 hours of honors coursework, including a 2-semester innovation lab sequence where they tackle community and university issues. Isabel Peters, Garner Cox, and Courtney Baer were instrumental in Drew Bailey's iLab to plan out an exercise as medicine outdoors movement. The iLabs use design thinking and a structured creative process to pose potential solutions to community-wide issues. Honors student Mae Stewart and her group in Charlene Simmons' iLab developed a plan to install an unusual crosswalk in the Glass Street area to manage traffic speed. These are problem-based, community-embedded learning experiences that challenge our students to work with faculty to develop skills in critical and design thinking, applied creativity, and collaborative leadership. Linda Frost, our honors dean, modeled the UTC program from a similar program at the University of Applied Science in Rotterdam, the Netherlands. UTC students have access to the computational power of Oak Ridge National Lab and the connectivity of EPB's GIG for high-speed access. Nonprofits in our community zero in on improvements in the social and cultural well-being of our citizens. These are incredible learning opportunities for our students, ones we need to exploit. While the Tennessee Promise and Reconnect open new avenues for higher access to higher education, the differentiation among institutions will come from the quality of the student learning experience. We must expand the learning experience to be collaborative with faculty, create team approaches to problem solving, and provide hands-on, community-based initiatives that are translatable to a career. College-ready, workforce-ready, even graduate school-ready, and all are supported the same way, through our vision, our mission, our values, and our goals. I believe as a campus community, we're ready for a new, challenging strategic discussion about collaborative approaches to improve student preparation, outcomes, and success. And being college ready has multiple interpretations. Our freshman experience should continue to target basic learning skills, but we also need to provide insights into career options and fields that are rapidly changing and will continue to change. Freshmen must understand that they need a portfolio of accomplishments to make them career ready and to open doors upon graduation. We should consider forming learning communities that link together 20 to 25 students who have similar academic goals in multiple courses that includes a freshman seminar. Should we have a junior year experience as well? What other innovations should we be looking at to incorporate active learning in our campus environment? Faculty and staff are at the heart of this, and as we ask more, we must look at how our merit, promotion, and reward system is aligned with our strategic goals. Our education management system impacts student outcomes. It should be a one-stop application to summarize research, scholarship, a reflective writing piece, membership and leadership in clubs, organizations, and athletics, community service, and other experiential learning activities. Students must be able to document their learning experiences so when they graduate, the information is portable and easily shared with an employer, a graduate school, or a professional school. As educators, we should continually challenge ourselves to critically examine the student learning environment and, when required, make adjustments. And that's where we are today. Collaborative and active learning experiences are one way to provide a more distinctive focus on student success. These bridges from the classroom to real-time application build accountability, group processing, team building, person-to-person interactions, and a portfolio that shares the total educational experience for every student. Innovations typically do not come from an individual sitting alone in a room. They come from interactions, from disagreements, from discussions, from collaborations, from trial and error, and from failure. Students are encouraged and challenged by faculty, listening, learning, working together. Students realizing that in a work group, they are all contributors, with each one providing an integral part of the solution. For example, an engineer with a great idea needs to understand marketing and business plans as well as have strong engineering skills. Our learning model will be rich if students have interdisciplinary experiences. Our curriculum embraces collaborative learning approaches, but the challenge is, should we do more? And what should we do? Our faculty know that we engage students to have more than just content knowledge. Our students must have the heart and passion to impact the world. On Founders Day 2017, it's time we make this official and plant our stake in the ground. The University of Tennessee at Chattanooga will be defined by the depth and richness of learning experiences. Learn by doing, applying classroom knowledge to real-world situations. Research, scholarship, performance, and creative activities, active and collaborative learning. When a potential student asks, why should they come to UTC? Do we have a short answer that responds with who we are? We embrace collaborative active learning and hands-on problem solving. It is the constant across all our programs, and it is ingrained in who we are as a university. Our vice chancellors and deans participated in a retreat this past month, and we discussed the UTC difference. We talked about active collaborative learning being at the heart of who we are as a university. We tried to describe the UTC difference in a few words, and I had thought long and hard about this, but we came up with a suggestion. This was from George Huddleston, our vice chancellor for communications and marketing. Bridges beyond the classroom. The bridge from an interest in a subject to being a master in it. Bridges from classroom learning to problems and impact. Bridges that connect UTC to our community. And the literal bridges that connect our community across the Tennessee River. Bridges beyond the classroom. Is this the right way to describe the UTC difference? Is that what we tell this prospective student? That's why you come to UTC? We're fortunate to have many smart, creative people here on campus, and we need you to help us articulate what makes UTC special. Help us come up with the right words. We may have them, but I think we need to think this through. And I don't feel this is merely an intellectual activity, a waste of time, or a marketing strategy. It's a way for our campus to come together around what makes us special and what will define us for the years to come. Help us put into words what we all feel. And everyone I've talked to, you're here because you want to make a difference in the lives of our students, in this community. You feel the passion. How do we express that? And I hope by the end of this semester we have something we can rally behind, and at least that we all understand the depth of what it means, even if it's just a few words. Bridges beyond the classroom. That's great. Maybe we'll have something even better. Stay tuned for opportunities to participate in this discussion. We need your help. Before closing, I want to come back to a point I made early in my remarks, that at our core, we are a liberal arts institution, and this is directly tied to the success of our students. Students learn about history, religion, philosophy, and so much more as part of our liberal arts foundation. This is the basis for cultural and societal understanding of diversity, civil rights, social justice, and other issues that shape an appreciation of people, place, and purpose. Henry Thoreau said, "It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see." Our job is to help our students see. The UTC mission defines who we are and where we're going. And it reads, "The University of Tennessee at Chattanooga is a driving force for achieving excellence by actively engaging students, faculty, and staff, embracing diversity and inclusion, inspiring positive change, and enriching and sustaining our community." I challenge us today as the beginning of a campus-wide effort to focus on student learning in every aspect of life related to our campus. We're already engaging students in applying classroom knowledge to real-world solutions. This is part of our strategic plan. It's part of who we are. Now we need this to be part of every program, every activity, and ingrained in the fabric of our institution. While there are important issues to discuss, serious questions to be considered, many details to be worked out, the broader conversation is underway, and it must continue. We are moving from being considered good to being great. So what is the UTC difference? We actively engage students. We focus on personal growth, service, and community. We understand knowledge comes from collaborative experiences. We prepare students to be lifelong learners and lifetime contributors to helping their community, growing the economy, and impacting society. Perhaps this is best articulated as bridges beyond the classroom. We'll see. We'll define that. Thank you very much, and go Mocs.